This is the walkthrough for 12-5 Work Together. We're on page 295 in your textbook. Our objective is to post to a general ledger. So the book says use the partial cash payments and general journals from Work Together on page 282. That, by the way, is 12-2 Work Together. And so when you're doing on your own, it's referencing 12-2 on your own. General ledger account forms are given in the working papers. Accounts payable and one blank form. Your instructor, still me, will guide you through the following examples. Are you guys tired of that joke yet? So part 3 says start a new page for general ledger account for supplies dash office. The account number is 1145 and the balance for October 1 of the current year is $3,824. So we want this to be for supplies office. If they didn't give us the account number, of course, we could go look in the chart of accounts. But they gave it to us because they're really nice. It's 1145, so we want to put our date in here, 2013, October. It's the 1st. We're going to write the word balance. We're going to insert a check mark. And I could go copy one from somewhere else in my page, right? Somewhere else in my file. And our balance is going to be a debit of $3,824. Why do I know it's a debit? Well, because this is a supply account. It's an asset, and assets have a normal balance of a debit. Okay, so it looks like part 3 is done. Part 4 says post the October 19th general debit entry of the cash payments journal to the appropriate general ledger account. So let's go reference 12-2 Work Together. So, and this is the one where we had the funky 2 lines for 12-2, if you guys recall. So 12-2 Work Together, we want the general debit entry of the cash payments journal. Here's our cash payments journal. I just want to double check what was on the other tab. Okay, here's our cash payments journal. We want the one for October 19th. Here's October 19th. Oh, look, it's to supplies dash office. So that's where we want to post it to, right? We're posting to the general ledger. It was on the 19th. It was a debit for $69.60, and it's from cash payments journal, page 15. So let's go back to the appropriate tab. And of course, you guys can do a split screen, but the screen I'm recording on is too small to do all that. So it would you wouldn't be able to see very much detail. So the 19th, it was cash payments journal, page 15. It was a debit for $69.60. And I need to do the new balance, right? So I had a balance of $38.24. I have another debit. We add 2 debits. My new balance is $3,893.60. So $3,893.60. We're working with money, so we need to have an appropriate number of decimals. So I'm going to just reformat that so it looks nice and pretty. Last step, I take this account number, 1145. I'm going to go back to the 12-2 Work Together tab. And I'm going to post 1145. So now I know this has been posted, right? And this one's already been posted as well. So step 4 is complete. Next one, post the October 26th general journal entry to the appropriate ledger account, general ledger accounts. Save the accounts payable general ledger account to complete Work Together on page 302. So what hasn't been posted over here? It says to post this first one, right? So this is going to go to our office supplies account. And again, let's pull all the relevant information. It was on the 26th. It's our supplies-office account. It was general journal, page 11, and it's a debit for $2,544. I think I can remember all that for the next page. So 26th of October, it was general journal, page 11. It was a debit for $2,544.00. And so now we need to calculate our new balance. So we had a debit balance of $3,893.60. We have a debit of $2,544.00. So we have a new balance of $6,437.60. So this tells me that in our office supplies account, we have $6,437.60 worth of supplies, right? And if we look at this, we know where this came from. Cash payments journal. That means we paid cash for when we bought the $69, $70 worth of supplies. General journal, this tells me that we purchased it on account because there's no other journal to put supplies on account. So we purchased $2,544 worth of supplies on account, which kind of makes sense, right? Maybe somebody went to one of the office supply stores to buy a whole lot of pencils for the $70, and this was maybe some more expensive stuff like fancy pens or legit office supplies, paper, like reams of paper, things of that nature. Hand sanitizer, tissues. That would probably be in this amount though, huh? Okay, I'm off track because it's midnight. So, we posted that one, but we have one more step to do in the posting. We have to take this 1145. We need to go back to the journal that we came from, 12-2, and we want to put 1145 right here, right? Right. All right, next one, accounts payable. Well, we already posted the electrographic supply, so now we need to post accounts payable. So it was still on the 26th, right? And it was still General Journal, page 11. And this time it's a credit for $2,544. So let's go there. 12-5 work together, which is here. If you split your screen, it will be much, much easier. If you forget how to split your screen, it's view, new window, arrange all, vertical. Okay, so the 26th, General Journal, page 11. A credit for $2,544.00. And oh, my cents disappeared. So let's go ahead and format this because we need to be consistent. $2,544.00. And now we need to calculate our new balance. So we had $2,517.80. Since they're two credits, we add them. Whoops, wrong cell. So we add $2,544.00, and we have a new balance of $5,061.80. So our account number is 2110. Well, our last step in posting, our fifth step, is that we have to go put that account number in the journal that we pulled the information from, right, that we posted from. So let's go back to 12-2, work together, and it's 2110. Let's see, here we go. Okay, so this is where we're going to have to get creative, and there may be an easier way to do this that I don't know, but let's put it on our 2110. Well, this is ugly, isn't it? So let's do our wrap text. Well, it's still pretty ugly. So this is how I'm going to solve this ugly problem. I'm going to highlight 230. I'm going to go to Format Cell, right-click, go to Format Cell. I'm going to make that what's called subscript. A subscript is the little number that goes below a number, right, or slightly down to the right. Look, it made it tiny. So now I'm going to come up to this 2110. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to right-click and go to Format Cells. I'm going to make that a superscript. A superscript goes to the top. So we have 2110. We have 230. Uh-oh, did I lose my line between them? No, I didn't, amazingly. I'm going to make this cell a little bit bigger, though. So this may be the best. No, let's center it. Okay, so there we go. And I centered it, right? I clicked center alignment button. So now I've got the 2110 on the top. I've got the 230 on the bottom. And I think that that's as close to good as we're going to get for this until I figure out a more efficient way to do this. So superscript, subscript, and then center alignment. If you have any questions, make sure you ask. And that concludes 12-5 work together.